Nah, nah, because I told you. Bitch, I told you. What did I tell you? I've been screaming this for years. I've been screaming. Donald Trump is a pedophile. Donald Trump has always been a pedophile, will always be a pedophile. I tried to tell y'all that. Nobody believed me. I had records and proof of it. Donald Trump is on Epstein's flight list. And now all of a sudden, since Elon and him are in a pissy little relationship and they're mad now, yeah. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars. The fact that they are literally showing you how they're abusing their power amongst their rich friends is insanity, okay? He said, I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars. That means jail time. Biden did it too. He did it too. They're all corrupt. And I told you, it's the biggest transfer of wealth to the richest people. These rich folks don't care about politics. They care about them and the Jews taking all of the land, all of the money, which belongs to the indigenous, original, aboriginal, Negroes, niggas, and the word niggas means king and queen. An Ethiopian melanated king or king. So when white people are going around saying nigger and all that stuff, you're honoring us. You're not offending us. When they added the ER, the hard ER, they're literally trying to deter the name and try to make it derogatory. But it's not. The word niggas means a melanated king or queen from Ethiopia. Or Kemet, the land of the black. So, white people know that we own this land. The money is ours. They know all of this. That's why they put that whack-ass Bible in there to tell you to turn the other cheek. Yeah, the Bible is a manual for slaves. That Jesus shit is not real. They've tricked you the entire time. Okay? But the fact that we are witnessing espionage, treachery, treason. We're also witnessing bribery. I mean, we're witnessing every crime under money laundering, exploitation. We're witnessing every crime under the sun, and it's all done by white men. Okay? Stop with the bullshit. And the white people are helping them to cover this bullshit up. It's not fair. It's not right. That's why we have to overthrow the government. Now, the fact that the girls are fighting, the fact that they're forced, everyone. Remember they told us they're getting rid of all electric cars by 2035 as a mandate? They said they're getting rid of all gas cars by 2035 as a mandate. Because let me tell you, them fucking EV cars, those electric cars, they're going to fry you from the inside out. It's like being in a microwave. You don't need to be around a microwave. You don't need to be around Wi-Fi. You don't need to be around cell phones. You don't need to be around any of that fucking shit, dude. You just don't. It will fry you from the inside out. It's radiation poisoning. Just like you don't need an X-ray. You don't need a CT. You don't need none of that stuff because it fries you. Radiation poisoning from the inside out. So the fact that these fools was going to set you up for an electric failure, because here's the thing, when the power goes out, how are you going to power up your car? How? When that grid goes out, when the power grid goes out, we're fucked. And they knew it. But the fact that they were going to force everybody into buying these radiation poisoning of these cars, he said, I took away his EV mandate. And let me tell you something, mandates are not real. Let's look at the etymology of the word mandate. A man put a date on the time that he needs you to exploit yourself, treason and treachery, and to commit a crime. A mandate doesn't mean a damn thing. So when the government says mandate, the etymology of that word clearly states, let's look at the root word of man and date. There's a date. There is a man who has a date on a deadline of something that is very deadly, that he's forcing you to do. Okay? And the fact that they were going to force you into a microwave of electrical grid cars, electrical EV cars that literally fry you from the inside out. And then the fact that these EV cars can pick up ghosts when you drive by a cemetery is insanity. And you remember on Total Recall, the taxi guy who was driving all the cars and off-roading and doing all that stuff? That's what was going to happen, okay? That was what it was going to happen. Your government gets up every morning to kill you, and you say, yes, please, more porridge, sir. Yes, please, some more porridge, sir. The insanity has to stop. The ignorance has to stop. How do you not know that these fools are trying to kill you? Like, do you not even care anymore? That would be like every time I go outside, I'm saying, oh, yep, the chemtrails are my friend. No, I know the government, every day they release those chemtrails, it makes my asthma worse. That's why I'm going into acute respiratory failure, because every day I step outside that goddamn door, they pump more chemicals, more biochemicals in that fucking air. And I'm so sensitive, I can sense it before you do. I can sense it before you do. So the fact that your government is trying to get away with killing us every day is insanity. The fact that I'm going through it before you do is because I got to find a cure. I got to find a cure for it. I got to find the medicine for it. I got to find the remedy for it. So I'm okay with having to go through death after death. I'm the phoenix. Scorpio is the phoenix. I have to die in order to live. And it's just death and resurrection. It happens every year. Nobody's out to get me. Nobody's doing nothing. Nobody's doing nothing to me, or nothing that I'm doing is literally making me have these problems. No, I've been like this my entire fucking life. Okay? It's just this year, it just happened to be this bad because the chemtrails and the contrails are getting extensive. And then I was in the biolab chemical explosion too, where the biolab burned bleach for 8 months straight. And I was inhaling that shit? No, sweetheart. No, nothing is by design. I'm going through this to learn how to cure the lungs, to learn how to heal the lungs. I have to go through this. So don't give me pity. Don't give me none of that shit. I'll be fine. I'll bounce back like a stripper at Magic City on a Friday night. Okay? Don't play with me. You know I'm not fucking going nowhere. I'm going to fucking outlive y'all. Shit. It's just, my lungs suck. It's my only problem. And there's no cure for asthma. So don't let these healers get out here and say, oh, yeah, I took those meds and I did this and I did. No. And also on top of that, I'm missing an enzyme. I'm missing a protein enzyme, aldonase, that stops my lungs from opening up. So don't get out here pretending to be some great holistic healer. I took my herbs and I took my mullein leaf and did this. Did you know if you have O negative blood, you're not supposed to be drinking mullein leaf because it will shut your lungs down? And all indigenous, aboriginal, melanated people are O negative, O positive. That's why I don't use mullein leaf I don't use mullein leaf at all. I use it say if I wanted to, back in the day when I wanted a real cigarette, mullein leaf is the original tobacco that you're supposed to smoke. Did you know that? Mullein leaf is the original tobacco that you're supposed to smoke. So don't let these people get out here and fool you. I can cure any and every disease because any and every disease is a parasite. So I can pull parasites out of your body all day. But what I can't cure is oxygen, the lack of oxygen. Once that universe say, hey, bitch, I'm going to give you about 80% SpO2. You got about 30% carbon dioxide in your body. And you might need to find your local oxygen tank. That's it. I'm done for. So stop letting people think that there's a cure for asthma. No, the fuck it's not. The cure for asthma is more oxygen, more cowbell. I need more cowbell, okay? So that's why every day I walk outside and I get short on that goddamn cowbell because they're polluting this oxygen. And they tell you right now they got everybody shut in because they're burning wildfires in Canada. They're polluting the air, and now the hole in the ozone layer is even bigger than it was before. And I'm just such a sensitive empath, I can feel it before you can. So it hits me first. It hits me faster and it hits me quicker. But it makes me a student of life. So then, therefore, I know how to kill it. I know how to cure it. I know how to work with it, and I know how to work around it. And I'm so thankful to the people who are stepping up and say, hey, man, I got asthma too. I got asthma too. It's the worst part of my life. Thank y'all for sharing your stories, your horror stories about how asthma will shut your fucking ass down if your lungs cannot open up and you don't have enough oxygen. Did you know that every time that you yawn, that means your brain is not getting enough oxygen? So think about all the times you're yawning and you're not getting enough oxygen versus someone who has asthma. They yawn all the time and they're not getting enough oxygen, on top of not getting enough CO2, on top of their SpO2 being shit. We're struggling out here to breathe. Okay? That's why we got to have clean air. Clean air is mandatory. Clean air is essential. Clean water is essential. Clean food is essential. You guys don't understand this. You can't be a holistic healer if you don't have, okay, say healing people with herbs ain't gonna matter if the air ain't clean, the water ain't clean, and the food ain't clean. None of that shit matters because all you're doing is just recycling the dirt, recycling the biochemicals, recycling the chemicals, recycling the botulism, recycling the bacteria, recycling the virus. And viruses are not real either. You're recycling all of that all of the pathogens back into your body. And it's just parasites. Because guess what? An alien needs a host. A host needs an alien. That's what y'all are not understanding. Your meat suit needs a parasite to eat the meat in the suit. Okay? So, if you don't understand how biochemistry, chemistry, anatomy, physiology, metaphysics, science, molecular science, and all this shit goes, you need to get buried deep into your books. Protein engineering, you need to get deep into your books. And anatomy and physiology needs to become your best friend. Because that's the only way you're going to beat this war. It's because it's an attack on organic soft tissue. You're made out of organic soft tissue. And every day we get up, they attack what? Our organic soft tissue with inorganic metals, biochemicals, radiation, things of the sort. That's why they make weapons, which are metals, heavy metals, to penetrate your body. That's why you're not supposed to have heavy metals enter your body, because it's organic soft tissue. It's easy to destroy organic soft tissue. That's what makes us being humans the weakest link, because you get pierced by one bullet, bitch, your chances of living, depending if it's a hollow point, depending if it has garlic at the end. Why do you think you're not supposed to eat garlic? You're not supposed to eat garlic or genetically modified food, because if I take garlic, which is acidic, and it says GMO, it's genetically modified. If I take some garlic, put it on the end of the blade, and shank the fuck out of you, if I stab you one time, you're going to bleed out for the rest of your life, because garlic is acidic. And it's literally a blood thinner. It's going to make you bleed the fuck out. So there's no way in the world y'all are sitting up here complying with garlic when you need to be eating shallots. Shallots is the original garlic. I have so much knowledge in my head that I want to give to you, but I got ADHD, which is my superpower, but also my learning disability at the same time. So I focus on like 1,000 subjects at one time, and I'm neurodivergent. Brain is over hyperstimulated. So that's why I talk real fast. I move real fast. I think real fast, because I'm on a fucking another frequency than everybody else. Don't sit up here thinking that autism, ADHD, ADD, and all that is fake. It's not fake, baby. Do you think having an attention deficit disorder is fake? Half of y'all can't even pay attention to something. Someone say, hey, I'm so-and-so. 2 seconds later, you're like, what the fuck was their name? I can't remember then. Yeah, sweetheart, did you just have an attention deficit disorder? You did. That's why the government's saying they made up ADHD. That's a goddamn lie. How do we all get by in life? Don't we have to pay attention? That's why your attention span ain't shit now. You can't remember shit now because the government keeps dropping chemicals on you and is zapping out your attention span. That's why you're not supposed to sit in front of LED lights all day, because it zaps out your attention span. And when you get up, you stay wired. Your pupils will dilate. It's like you're getting a drug fix. That's why these kids are not supposed to walk around with these tablets all the time, because the LED lights are reprogramming them. You understand? So no, ADHD is real. Attention deficit disorder is real. I can make you lose attention real quick. I can start talking about something right now, switch up, go to something else, then come back to it, and you're like, whoa, 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 what was she just talking about? That's called an attention deficit disorder. I just fucked your attention up, didn't I? Yeah, I know. You got to stop listening to these people. You got to. And actually, ADHD is not a bad thing. It's actually a superpower. It's one of my superpowers. Hey.
Sorry about being late.
Oh, you're fine.
Your breathing cheaper for you.
Okay, come on.
Scan your bracelet each time.
So the fact that Elon and Donald Trump is putting on political theater is hilarious. That means they're covering up something. So now we have to go find what they are covering up. And it's called a distraction. And political theater is big. But I've been telling y'all for years. That Donald Trump is on the Epstein list. So he said, I told everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do. And he just went crazy. Time to drop the really big bomb, Elon Musk says. He says, Donald Trump is in the Epstein files, and that's the real reason why they have not been made public. Have a nice day. I've been telling you for years, and that's why they took that last Instagram account that I had, because Donald Trump was on the Epstein list with his phone. I had Donald Trump's phone number. Him and Melania both are on the Epstein list. Both of them. And your government redacted both of their names. Elon is telling the truth. Even though I don't like the guy, I don't like any of them, but he's telling the truth. Donald Trump has been on that list for a very long time. And you voted him back in. Which kind of makes me weary about, do you love your kids or not? Because why would you do that? Thank you.